The Times. Stay tuned. TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the worldwide campuses of Troy University, this is TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello, welcome to TrojanVision Nightly News for October 7th, 2009. I'm Ivy Carter.
And I'm Meg Smith. Thanks for joining us this evening. Well, even though most Troy University students were getting ready for the battle for the Palladium yesterday, many found time to decide this year's homecoming court. Now, the homecoming court elections were held yesterday in the Student Government Association offices. Students selected 5 male and female students to be part of this year's court. Now, of those 10, 2 will be chosen as king and queen of this year's homecoming court. Student Government Association clerk Liz Dow talks about the different activities that the top 10 will participate in during the week of homecoming.
The different nights of like dance and skit, they will be presented to the audience just to show who they are and what they do. They'll actually ride on the float for the homecoming parade, and then they will be presented at the homecoming game. So they have different opportunities for their face to be shown.
This year's homecoming court is for Queen, Jaleesa Ellis, Olivia Johnson, Lacey Phillips, Nikki Roberson, and Mimi Williams. And for King, Terrence Dixon, Ryan Hayden, Troy Taylor, Andy Flowers, and Judson Vaughn. Now, elections for King and Queen will be Wednesday, October 14th.
And the Office of First Year Studies is offering students a chance to get a better view on national and international articles featured in the New York Times. Mickey Harris has the story.
To ensure that students are getting the full effect of the paper, the First Year Studies program has arranged monthly sessions to break down a different article for students to get a better understanding.
We had our first New York Times talk. As a part of having the New York Times on campus, we're going to have a monthly opportunity for students to gather, to eat some pizza, and to talk about an article that appeared in the New York Times somewhere recent.
The sessions are faculty-led, and each month there will be a different article chosen to show students what life is like throughout the world.
This is really a product of Dean Eleanor Lee and the First Year Studies and the QEP, which is our reading program, and this is an opportunity to put the newspaper on campus in partnership with the New York Times, and an opportunity for students to have access to it and to read it and to use it in classes.
Reading the New York Times may not seem like a fun pastime for some college students, but these sessions are designed to make the stories relatable and hopefully entertaining.
It takes the article out of the newspaper and puts it in a setting where we can explore it and talk about it and analyze it. And the particular topic today dealt with something that we all know something about and we like, and that's food and eating. And so maybe coming out of here, there'll be a little more interest in looking around at our cultural differences and similarities about food, and also interest in looking at the New York Times.
Mickey Harris, Troy TrojanVision News.
The next discussion will be held October 17th, but for more information, you can contact the Office of First Year Studies at 334-670-3209. And Troy students are showing their support for troops with Troy University connections in Iraq and Afghanistan.
And Bailey Majors tells us how you can show your support by purchasing a coin.
Troy University students have had the opportunity to lend a helping hand overseas by purchasing challenge coins from the organization Troy for Troops.
Troy University has been doing a program called Troy for Troops, and what it has is a coin, and it's actually an icon which shows that we support the troops that have a Troy connection in Iraq or Afghanistan. And what it does is that it gives the troops in those countries care packages such as magazines and food, just to show them that we appreciate the efforts that they're doing to promote freedom in the United States.
Students with family in the military encouraged others to support this organization.
I think it's really important because I have family overseas, and it's good to support our troops through things we do at Troy. I think it's great that we have this organization and people can get involved in different ways.
It gives troops a little taste of home without having to be at home. They can have the comforts of their family being there.
Troy for Troops will continue selling coins until Thursday.
And we still have a day left, so I mean, if there are any students that would like to come out and support us and promote this program, I mean, it would be great for us and also the student body.
Bailey Majors, Troy TrojanVision News.
Now, if you would like to purchase a coin, tomorrow is the last day. You can go to the Trojan Center between 11 and 1 to purchase.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Alabama is updating its historical presence in the U.S. Capitol, swapping out a statue of a rather unknown former congressman for a new bronze likeness of Helen Keller. The Keller statue unveiled today is the first in the National Statuary Hall collection depicting a person with a disability and the only one of a child.
And next in state news, a 24-year-old Franklin County woman has been convicted of raping a 13-year-old boy. A jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for about an hour yesterday before convicting Ashley Turner of second-degree rape.
And last in state news, a car driven by Alabama's public safety director was struck by another driver who was arrested for driving under the influence while on his way to celebrate his birthday. A state public safety spokeswoman says Colonel Chris Murphy had left Selma after teaching a class when he was hit.
Well, still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, it was a big night for Trojan football as they battled for the Palladium. Mickey Harris will tell us the outcome of the game later.
But first, should more troops be sent to Afghanistan? President Obama is asking the same thing. That story is next.
For the 8th anniversary of war in Afghanistan.
You're watching the award-winning TrojanVision Nightly News.
Welcome back. President Obama is getting an earful from all sides as he weighs whether to send more troops to Afghanistan.
He may be trying to stake out some middle ground between Republicans who want an escalation without delay and Democrats who've been reflecting the waning public support for a war about entering its 9th year. Joel Brown has the latest from the White House.
President.
And now Mickey Harris joins us with sports. So Mickey, we had a big football game here last night.
I know, and we came away with the trophy, and that's real exciting.
Yes, it did. It was more exciting to get the win, though. And we also had some volleyball that was in action the past weekend, but we'll get into all those a little more. Another
Great. Well, you know, Mickey, maybe football team can work on getting those penalties straight, and then volleyball's going to be at home on Friday, big conference game, so we should all go out and watch.
All right.
Thanks, Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey. And still coming up on TrojanVision Nightly News, the decision to vaccinate for the H1N1 virus is a hard decision for some. That story is next.
Plus, the sun peeked through the clouds some today, but will blue skies be here to stay? Jessica Boseman will have your forecast after the break.
You're watching the award-winning TrojanVision Nightly News.
Welcome back. Well, many people at high risk for complications for H1N1 will be lining up in the coming weeks to get their vaccine.
But for one group, pregnant women, the decision to vaccinate is a tough one. Drew Levison reports. Troy University's official student newspaper, The Metropolitan, comes out every Thursday. To give us a preview of what you can expect, here's Perspectives editor Kevin Rilliford.
Good evening, Troy University.
And now Jessica Boseman joins us with a look at weather.
So Jessica, it was a very hot and humid day today. Does that mean we've got some rain coming?
I don't know. It really was hot and humid, but, you know, humidity never really necessarily means that there's going to be rain in our forecast. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's take a look outside right now. It's
kind of unfortunate we're going to see all that rain this weekend, but like you said, hopefully that will bring those fall temperatures back.
Hopefully so.
All right, thank you, Jessica.
Well, is the next big singing sensation currently enrolled at Troy University? Troy's music industry program wants to find out. Aaron Taylor learns how in today's Trojan Talk.
Hello and welcome.
And that's all the time we have.
Thanks for joining us tonight.